Hello everybody and welcome to January stamp set of the month. Our stamp set this month is Choose Happiness, and the card that we're going to be making in this video is the one in the crisp cantaloupe and the coral, Calypso coral. So in your pack you should have the following supplies. Okay, out you come. So you have your base card in the crisp cantaloupe, a layer in Calypso coral, and then your designer series paper. You'll also have a couple of squares, one in the crisp cantaloupe, one in vanilla, a length of the Calypso coral ribbon, and then you should have two larger flowers punched and two smaller, and then this little leaf here from the Bird Builder punch. So let's start with our card, and the first thing that we're going to do is to stamp our images on the front, and I'm using crisp cantaloupe, and I'm going to be using the long stamp with a design sort of circles and whatnot. And I'm just going to place that just across the top of my piece of vanilla cardstock. And then my sentiment, which is the Choose Happiness, I'm going to do in baked brown sugar. And I'm just going to pop that in the bottom right hand corner. And that's my stamping on this card. In your packs you will have also received a piece of sponge, and we're going to use this here to just go around the edges of this piece of vanilla cardstock. We're going to do the same around the piece of crisp cantaloupe. Then we're going to repeat on our piece of designer series paper. Doesn't need to be too heavy, but just to take the rough, or not so much rough, but the clean cut edge. We want it to just look a little bit on the vintage side. Then I'm going to repeat on my Calypso coral layer. Okay, nearly there. So with snail adhesive, I'm just going to run some on the back of the DSP and attach it to the layer. And then we've got our base card. Fold along the score line and burnish, and then snail on the back again. Like this, and then attach it to your card base. Then your piece of vanilla onto the square here, like that. And then with your piece of ribbon you're going to fold it in half and just attach the two ends together with some snail, maybe a glue dot, and then you want to have it sticking outside of your card like that. So just put a little bit of snail on the back of your card and just attach it like that. And then with the dimensionals in your pack you're going to put 3 or 4 on the back. I'm going to use my edges here. Looks like I've covered up the rest. and I like to put one in the middle just to give it some firmness, so because we're going to be putting some decorative pieces on, we just want it to be a little bit on the firm side. And I'm going to attach it to the right hand side of the card so that my little leaf ribbon sticks out to the side. And then with our flowers, so using a piece of sponge, maybe your piercing mat and the back of your piercing tool, you're just going to cup them like that. Okay, and then with a glue dot or your snail, you're just going to layer the darker one on top of the lighter flower, and then the lighter one, this is misbehaving today, the lighter one on top of the darker one, and I'm just going to recut them because they've got a little bit squashed. Then with your leaf, and you're just going to decoratively position it, and you might want to just use your silicone mat to put some adhesive on the back here, just so that it doesn't mess up your workspace. Just take the whiskers off, and I'm just going to, I guess, like this. And then with glue dot or some snail, you're just going to pop them like that. I would normally use a glue dot. I don't have any handy at the moment, but I will go back and do that. I'm just going to push those firmly down like that. And then with my pearls, I'm just going to pop a couple in the middle here, of one in each of the centers of my flowers. There we go. And there we have our finished card. So, thank you very much for joining me with this project. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.